Okay, this is my Kobalt tool set. I will be using this today. I brought it on Black Friday for $39. It's a 55 piece, and it has this little foam thing in there. You do not need to keep that in there. No, it does not hold your tools in there. What that does is so that your sockets are not scraped. I know a lot of people that they don't want their sockets touching other sockets, so they want to keep them nice and pretty. But it's just a hassle to whenever you are using the tool set to have to remove that thing. But let's talk about this 55 piece. What I like about this is it doesn't have none of those driver bits with it. So that's not beefing up the numbers. It's a solid socket set. It has extensions. It has a 92 ratchet. Now, 92 ratchets come in handy in certain situations, but there's also certain situations where you don't want a 92 ratchet. So 92 ratchets are not the be-all, end-all. You know, certain situations, be if the nut is on there or bolt's on there very, very tight and rusted, you would not want to use a 92 ratchet. That's just not a good idea. You want to use one that's way less teeth in there than that, because you're going to be putting a lot of resistance on that, and sometimes you got to use a breaker bar. However, when you're working on a truck like we're going to do, or any kind of car today, there is a lot of spaces which you can barely get into, and it's good to have a 92 ratchet because it allows you to make the turns a lot quicker in a very limited amount of space, if that makes sense. But this is a very good set. Getting ready to head out to work on that truck this morning, and December 2nd, and yeah, so I really like this. It's a Kobalt, by the way. Let's see here. So it is a Kobalt again. So for those people that like to keep that insert in, I want to do something special for y'all, because let me do something special here. Okay, hold on for 1 second. Oh yeah, that thing's in there. Oh Jesus. So for those people that like keeping that foam insert in between so your sockets don't touch each other, let me go ahead and do something special. Oh yeah, see, they're touching. Okay, they're touching. So you buy tools to actually use them to work on stuff. So they're not meant to be kept pretty, although I do keep them as clean as I can and as nice as I can, but they're to use. You know, if you're the type of person that wants to put them up and collect them, and maybe you'll pull them out and use them very gently once a year, then yeah, keep the foam insert. But I use tools almost every day. So yeah, that's not gonna work for me. So yeah, but again, for you people that like to, look, they're touching. They are touching, man. I'm gonna do one better than that, watch. Oh, dropped it. Yeah, so anyway, tools are meant to be used, folks. So they're not meant to be kept all nice and pretty, and yeah, you keep them as best as you can. But I've removed that. I'm gonna keep the decal Kobalt. It stands for Kobalt, but I'm definitely taking that foam insert out so I don't have to fiddle with that later on. But yeah, heading out to work on the truck in a few minutes. So there you go. 55 piece Kobalt. Very, very good. And again, toolboxes are so expensive today that if you was to price an empty one of these cases, they're ridiculously priced. So typically I like to build out my own socket sets, but being that this has the case and everything, and you know, it's just made sense for 39 bucks. You can't beat that. And it doesn't have a lot of small stuff to beef up the numbers. It's a true 55 piece socket set. Yep, mechanic set.